Welcome back, y'all, to Spirit Says, where the words of Yeshua flow effortlessly for you to receive your divine blessings. Go ahead and like and subscribe, for that is the best way to show us love and support us effortlessly. Because today's messages, y'all, are intense. I will brace you for that. Okay, whoever this is for, we'll get into that in just a second. Ultimately, your outcome is going to be rest and recovery. This was the energy that I asked, what is the ultimate outcome for everything that we saw? So regardless of what I say today, please understand this is your ultimate outcome. It could be related to finances. I really feel like it's at least a monetary, maybe a stability with like your home life, something like that type of stability, because it is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Which is good to be reversed. We do want it because the Five of Pentacles speaks about financial loss. So this would be the reversal of, right? So maybe the recovery of your finances is why I feel like it's a big financial read, because it's the Pentacles. Because honey, whoever I'm reading on today, y'all are in your head, baby. You are on probably the struggle with stress. Maybe you're not sleeping. You're really having those rough days and nights, however it goes for you, because I feel like there are things that you're not seeing that are coming your way or could be opportunities. But remember, we are able to align with things that are coming into us, which is why I believe Spirit has got this message for you today. So if you're resonating, please stick around, because there's a whole bunch of things, but I get why we got here. Okay, I get it. I fully see it. When we align our energy with the things that we are able to receive, we are able to hold on to. When our 3D reality is showing up as a struggle bus, as I like to call it, we're riding that struggle bus super hard today. Oh my gosh. And I kind of feel like, with so much love, I kind of feel like that's you right now. I kind of feel like you are on the struggle bus because you don't see what is happening in your energy. You're not able to see opportunities. Maybe your emotions are really, really on the struggle as well, where you're normally, I feel like you're normally in this really stable queen energy, but right now, honey, you are in the reverse. And that is just basically, again, right, going back to that, essentially in a nutshell, I really feel like you're riding that struggle bus, and it can be really overwhelming. I kind of feel like the Hermit that actually came out here. I actually said, like, I kind of feel like they're coming out of that depressy episode kind of a thing, right? And I just spat it off when I was, because I don't really give too much when I shuffle, right? I put everything out. I'm like, all right, cool, love, let's go. And then I dig in, right? And so I kind of feel like if you have been on the major depressive episode, lovely, you are absolutely coming into that rest, okay? So let's dig into that part of the energy. The next piece was what is going on in their energy, like what's up, like what's with the issue. And I feel like so this is the initial part of it. And so there's a lot of balance taking place, and that makes sense with the increase, right? If you are trying to balance the different things that you're trying to increase, especially if this is a financial read, right? Maybe you are trying to increase your finances. And so that makes sense, right? We got to change our routines. We got to do the new things. We got to figure it out so that we can have the increase, so that we can receive this rest, and it could be from burnout. It could be so many things that you're receiving rest from, but especially with the finances, I feel like it could be that stress and then that burnout and that type of thing. So I says burnout randomly. And so, yeah, maybe that's resonating, because I really feel like whatever energy that has you so stuck in your head right now, you are to hold that space for yourself with so much love, with so much compassion, because that is how you're able to get through this great victor. You have this devil energy. That's because there's nudity and all possibly gets blocked, right? But I feel like there might be addictions, things that's like, when you can think of like the devil incarnate, like what are the things trying to, because remember, the devil was told to be beautiful, right? Absolutely stunning to the human eye, but with evil intentions. And so if you are able to overcome, I feel like that's what you have the ability to, because it is through you holding this space for yourself. You are able to gain the wisdom you need to be able to see through the lies, the illusions, in any capacity of life, whether it is a financial read, or maybe it's a financial and a family, right? Because finances, family, very blended, right? Or it could, of course, be a career read. Maybe this is something new you're seeing in your corporate world. Ooh, corporate, I said that. So maybe that's something you're wanting to get into, something like that, right? Whatever it is, I feel like because you are holding the space for yourself with so much just I want you to give yourself grace. I want you to give yourself love. I want you to give yourself mercy, because you so deserve it, my love. You have the capacity to absolutely become this great victor, have this beautiful energy of this great victory, this great blessing, this beautiful justice. There's something that maybe is coming along with the justice. Maybe there's something in the courthouse or courtroom, something of that nature that is really making it so that you ultimately have justice. And maybe that's what's straining your finances. Maybe it's a lawsuit or something. I don't know. It could be family court, it could be actual like lawsuit, somebody suing you. Whatever it is, love, you're going to be receiving this rest. You're going to be recovering and be that great victor. You're going to conquer this devil energy in whatever capacity it is showing up, because you've got it, baby. I know things are rough, but you've got it. Okay? So moving into the next phase, because I feel like this is like the immediate and this is to come. And then this is kind of like what you don't see coming. And this is your ultimate end space, I feel like is really how it went. And so with these two pieces, the Hermit, going within, trusting your intuition, right? That kind of goes with the standstill of giving yourself that space to intuit and receive the information that God is giving you. Divine, source, spirit, Yeshua, whatever human labels you want to put it, I don't care. I want you to feel into it with your heart, because it is through your heart space you will receive the messages, the intuition. That's where it comes from, y'all, in that beautiful space. Because I feel like you're moving out of whatever energy has been keeping you stuck in this rigidity, this whatever it is that has been tempting you with that devil energy, keeping you stuck in your head. You're coming out of it. But I believe it's because I thought that was interesting that it's keep still is about rest. Whereas, I picked up the devil card. That's interesting. Stand still is about holding that space for yourself to receive wisdom. So similar, but so different, and so impactful with what they're speaking about, but how closely connected I feel like they truly are. And so when you're able to recognize that in this movement, you've decided to take whatever that looks like for you, if you do, keep giving yourself the nourishment, I feel like, because it's more than just rest. I'm feeling into this whole body nourishment that you are receiving right now, because you are so able to receive this wisdom, to conquer your enemies, to move through this negative energy. You are so able and capable to get to this great victory and battle these negative things that are going on in your head, going on in your mind and your heart, whatever that might look like, because you're moving out of this energy. You've repaired the damage of whatever it was that had come your way. Maybe because we're talking about finances, right? So maybe you got into debt. Maybe you lost a job and now you're finding a new career path altogether. I mean, whatever it might be, you're coming out of this turmoil, this reverse energy, this of like all these things that you're seeing. That's why I was like saying a new career field. Like maybe there's all these new opportunities you're just not seeing. You're coming into that wisdom because, y'all, you had both the Page of Pentacles, again, we're talking about money, and the Page of Swords. Again, we've been talking a lot about your thoughts and your internal belief system, right? And so I firmly believe this is that new energy in life, your finances, things that are coming into. It could be belief systems, so belief systems around your finances, around your career, around your ability to receive, right? And so maybe because we have dangerous steps here, I feel like there's something that you are gaining clarity on. Excuse me, as I confirmation burp, I'm releasing the energy just now. Big time. Big burp. Because see, underneath of it was containment of potential. And so like, I feel like for whoever this is, you are coming into the awareness, clarity of thought, whatever it might be, to be able to have these new beginnings. Because again, we are talking about you're coming into, ultimately you're going to be able to rest because of whatever this is that's coming in. But Again, that makes sense if we're talking about money, right? And then your thoughts, your belief systems around your career, around your potential to earn, around your stability, able to provide for your family. I mean, all of these things could be any of that, right? Whatever that's resonating for you. Let me know down in the chat if you are resonating with that. But because I feel like you were able to go to these depths of your soul, that you were able to extract the wisdom and repair the damage of what had been done, whatever that might be. Again, that would make sense. You lost your job, got a new one, right? Maybe an even better one, more aligned career path, whatever that looks like. Because remember, when we can have massive shifts in life, things that are like theoretically are life breaking down, it is absolutely the world likely. I mean, God is trying to wake us up, right? Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. How, what, why, and when is what's going to determine all the factors and situation we're facing at hand, right? But oftentimes I have found when I have sudden shakeups or destructions in life, I fully recognize it is my time to quantum leap. Because remember, the old has to break down literally, and it can be very disruptive. But if we hold space through the rest, knowing that we are coming into this beautiful, justice, peaceful, amazing energy that you're ultimately coming into, you get there because you are holding that space, you've repaired the damage, and you've given yourself the space to go within at those dangerous steps because you hold so much potential. Okay, the potential you hold is so immense right now. When you go to these depths of your soul, you enter into this state of being because you have these new beginnings. They are the pages, so they're young, they're juvenile, they're maybe slightly immature in the knowledge, in the practice, whatever that might look like. But please don't let that deter you, because with them is Red, the Wanderer. You are wandering into a divine blessing. You are walking into a space that is so you. You are finding you. I really feel like that's what's happening at the end of the day through childlike, because remember, when we enter into that childlike presence, I'm not saying you're immature or a child, but rather childlike. You experience the wonder, the grace, the amazingness that life has to offer. Okay, you have. And the receptive power was something on the bottom of the deck from the I Ching deck I used to help clarify. And that's about receiving, right? And we have to be able to receive the blessings in our life in order to get into that childlike state. But if we are so hell-bent on, doing it all, being in that masculine energy, male or female, it doesn't matter. We all need to ebb and flow. Men, of course, ebb significantly less into the feminine unless they have a feminine soul that's a little bit different. Generally, masculine men very rarely ebb into the feminine, hence why they tend to have a harder time tapping into their emotions until they become self-actualized and figure it out. And maybe that's what it is too. Maybe you are becoming self-actualized. You are receiving that power. You are stepping into that space that is able to fully receive whatever it is that you were supposed to. That childlike wonder, that information that gives you the space to receive, the space to repair the damage. Because you are that containment of potential, whoever you are that I'm speaking to right now. Ooh, I just got love in my heart. Oh, I love your energy. You've got just like a powerful energy to you, whoever you are that I'm speaking to. You have such a lovely depth to you. And I feel like you're getting clearer on that depth. I feel like you're getting clear just like I did. Just gotta hit me. Maybe it just hits you too, like it hit me. It felt so good. I love your energy, whoever you are. But maybe it'll hit you too, because you have this ability to walk into this next phase. And that is this, essentially. I feel like that's what I mentioned before, that there was some sort of justice. Maybe a reversal, role reversal. You could be actually going to court. It could simply be heavy Libra energy, right? Because of the balancing of the scales. Whatever it is, I feel like it's divine. Because it puts you back into this space of that Queen of Pentacles energy. And if this is a financial read, that makes complete sense. Why you're resting in your Five of Pentacles, because now you've become the Queen of Pentacles, right? That makes absolute sense. At least to me it does. Because you're able to rest in your finances. You're able to rest and receive in everything that you have for you. Because, baby, you are the queen. And maybe you have to go through some sort of justice. Maybe you got to go through some sort of suit. Maybe you're getting child support, spousal support. Maybe you're on the petitioner for a lawsuit and you're receiving actual monetary things, right? Because we're talking about the Queen of Finances. Maybe that's why you've been struggling, because of this court case, because of this thing that's been happening, right? But whatever is happening, whatever confusion, whatever things that made you feel like for your home there's like a loss of, you're unable to have a clear path of where to go, I feel like because you have consistently put in the effort, you are able to move into this Queen of Pentacles. Just keep doing what you're doing, baby boo. Keep moving through all of this energy, right? I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be tough. You know, it is definitely going to possibly be tough, especially we have the devil energy here. Like, you're going to be faced with possibly with some serious addiction, some sort of serious triggers, whatever that might look like for you. But if you keep putting in the work, you keep doing the hermit energy, you will gain that clarity of thought, because you are ultimately the Queen of Pentacles, my love. You're receiving your justice, and whoever has wronged you, whatever's been done to you, whatever that looks like, maybe you're scammed out of money, right? It could be anything, right? If there was anything wrong, or maybe you're in a lawsuit or in a court case, right? I really firmly believe it's going to be positive, okay? Because even if you don't win the case per se, the outcome overall is going to be positive for you, okay? However that works, because baby, you are the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So with all that love, go ahead and like and subscribe. I pray this resonates for and found whoever it was meant to be, because this was beautiful. I love y'all. See you guys next time.